I just want to say I'm thankful for being able to get things done that I need, which has been helpful having Medicaid. And I'm thankful that HealthWest takes Medicaid and I don't have any out of pocket costs. I would not be where I am today without the system that's like worked for me. And people don't like say it enough, but HealthWest is like one of the best mental health organizations like in Michigan. I've been working with HealthWest since 2018. Um, I was I always dealt with things like mentally and emotionally from a child, but some hardships in my life and some experiences made like my symptoms more apparent. And I didn't start with HealthWest by choice, but I did make a choice to stay and get help. And I'm a lot further than I was, but I still have an opportunity to continue to work on things that I had buried or I didn't even know was like highly affecting my mental health and how I function as an adult in life. Some people could take for granted being able to get up and dress yourself or shower and things like that. But there was a moment in time where I just literally was not myself at all. There was a particular case manager who found out about different opportunities and brought them to me and said, I think you'd be a good fit. And first it started with me applying for the board. And then I found out about LRE. Because I applied for the board, I didn't hear anything yet. Then I got an opportunity to be on the Consumer Advisory Committee. And that's when I found out about the Lakeshore Regional Entity Consumer Advisory Committee. And so I filled out the application for that and I just kept getting approved. And then I just accepted that I wouldn't be on the board. And then a couple months down the line, I got a notice that I got accepted for that as well. So it's excited to be in a room where my story is important and so is my input because I'm a consumer. Medicaid makes a difference in a lot of people's lives. I think like also, again, there's a stigma that people on Medicaid don't work or they're lazy or they're just like trying to use like government assistance as long as possible. But I work and I get Medicaid. There's people who are disabled and can't work and get Medicaid. Everybody's story is different. And I feel like lawmakers and things, they don't really understand what it's like from like lower class and middle class. And I want them to like not look at it as just like money that's being handed out, but it's like people being healed. It's people being able to get the treatment they're needing. It's people being able to stay out of like long-term hospital stay or dealing with chronic illness or chronic pain or having to go to jail because they can't afford to get their medication with Medicaid or having to do long-term stay in a state hospital or a mental hospital. Is that something they want to deal with later on that's also going to cost money? Or do they just want to continue to enable people to have their Medicaid and practice prevention because that's what it's about, isn't it? I just had to have some testing done for like some imbalances in my body, which also affects how I feel. And I've been able to go to the doctor and get everything that I needed done for myself physically and mentally, which has helped me to have a better quality of life. I use Medicaid to get dental work done. And if I didn't have all of those things in place, I wouldn't be like where I am today. And that's really important to me. It's really hard to accept that you have a mental disorder, and it's also hard to accept help. And sometimes you may feel like it's a bad thing to do that, to be seen at HealthWest, to be involved with HealthWest because of the stigma that society puts on like mental disorders. But yeah, it's okay to be nervous, but do it anyways. Because you start out nervous and you start out like shy about talking about your story. then it turns into having empowerment, and it turns into like turning your whole life around and being this person that you never thought you could be. And HealthWest doesn't really like push too hard. It's kind of like you lead your own um, appointments. It's up to you to show up. And I like that because I never felt like tremendous pressure to do anything, and then I feel like, yeah, they're helping me, but I'm also like taking control of my mental health myself.